Bang bang! So here we go again. Batty Cat Army is back today at these nice stairs, but there are some changes now. First of all, I'm very finished already because to come here I have to bring a bicycle, not my own. You know, I have to go to a station, take a bicycle, drive home again. Then I have my kettlebell, and then I have the heavy bicycle and other weights. Then I drive with a bicycle for around, maybe 20 minutes, which weighs 36 kilo, you know. With around 36 kilo I drove those 20 minutes, and now I had to drag my kettlebell 12 minutes non-stop to walk here, you know, because there is no station and I have no money to put my thing. Today I have a other kettlebell by me, and this has a 2 millimeter thicker grip, you know, and so to go 12 minutes, you know, non-stop without putting it down, so you feel it in the fingers and the underarms, so the training will get more difficult. Here we are at the Scariest tunnel. We have seen this tunnel a lot of times in the videos, you know, by training, by basketball, in winter, in summer, you know, but there has changed something, because here normally you are completely nowhere, you know, there is no one, and now watch what is there. They have built this up new, full packed with cars, unbelievable. Watch now, this building they have built new now, and that is medical center, you know, and all cars in, that was all empty for years, and now you can imagine how many people there are around, you know. There was only traffic and nothing else. But here we are. These are good stairs, you know, very old stairs, and you see they are here round up a little bit, you know. That is finer to grip. They are not that high, you know, and there we can make a cool training session. I have a few tools by me, but now it gets much more difficult, and today also have a strategy. Watch this Scariest tunnel, because here you don't see to the next end, you know. And here the problem is not the people, you know, not the people. The problem are the dogs, because from that area outside there are entering in people who live on there. They walk down here. Other people don't come here, you know, and they have dogs, and of course no line. That is the thing. They are entering in then, and I've seen there's a Staffordshire Terrier, no line on. And when they see you grab here, you know, here we have another stairs, but those we don't use. We come to those stairs today, you know, because they are perfect to crawl down, because they are longer. Watch, bam, that is so, what a panorama. Or that is an underground training, you know. These are the cool stairs, much longer, you can count it, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 24, you know. And the other ones are around 10 and 10 stairs around, you know. But you see, here you never see who comes. And by crawling the dogs, wow, you know, because the dog is so much forward, you know, and the people don't see it from behind when they walk 10 meters behind. But that it is, you know, and cold, very fresh. You see? Oh, the smoke is on, very, very fresh, you know. But it is what it is. Now a little bit to loosen out. And now, what is the most important part of the training? When you know my videos, the warm-up. That is the most important part. I will warm up without the camera, and then I have a goal, you know, to crawl down. The limit today is those 24 stairs for 8 times, you know. 8 times in a row, that would be the goal. And then we make the push press, you know. And the push press, I will come here, because here it is better, one side right, and then on the platform you see it here, then I go the left side with the other hand, because this kettlebell is heavier, which I normally use for the demolition tower. But when you can do it with the heavier kettlebell, you know, that is the goal, then it feels much lighter for the other time. But of course I cannot make that many repetitions, but always with strategy. Then I have other tools, and also today I have my boxing weights here, you know, and then we will see. So I warm up and then we see us. So my friends, now I've warmed up and now we start with our little weights to shadow box, you know. Slow start in, and then the goal is always to finish you completely out for the arms, you know, and for the shoulders, and then to enter into the crawling. That makes a huge difference, you know. When your heartbeat comes up, bam, completely high, and the arms, you feel it like, oh shit, I'm completely done, you know. So shadow box with the weights, then without weights, little rest, and then we will enter in, and then we will see what goes today. Heavy. So my friends, now we move to the other side. We came here to the long stairs now. In the shadow box, you know, that is a complete other part for what? You know, not for boxing, you know. That you don't do for boxing, you know. And some people write and hate boxing. No, I'm not good in boxing. I've never learned it, you know. Point out, you know. That is very simple said, but I like it. The thing by this is, to me, this is a complete other heartbeat to come up than with the bicycle, or when I crawl down, or I make the push press, because those exercises go lower on, and then the heartbeat stays at a high level for a long time on, you know. But by those, this is like an interval. You come up, boom, immediately you break down, boom, and then boom, you immediately go up with the heartbeat. And that is a complete other thing, you know. You don't have this by the bicycle. Even by the steepest parts, you come in slow and then the heartbeat stays up, you know. That is a big difference, and that is why I'm doing it, because this style I don't get, you know. Of course, you can sit at home and make an interval training at the bicycle, at the ergometer, but, and this is very good, of course, for boxing. I would not, you know, some are have more speed, some has less speed, you know. For example, when you watch Manny Pacquiao, when he shadow boxes, you know, or Sugar Ray Leonard back in the days, such guys, they are very fast, you know. But that does not mean that you are then good in a boxing match, you know. There it is much more important to have a good eye and to see when something is opening or someone comes to you, that you have quick reflexes and make a counter punch, you know. That to train is much more important than to have very good speed, you know. And with that you make so many mistakes. The is not always on, you know. An important warm up, because when you go too quick in, that is so fast movement, you can damage yourself. And now I have a question. Do we have an electricity guy or man here in our channel? Because I have really a question which I cannot answer. One guy once has, I can show you the place. Watch, here is nowhere, you know, nowhere. There are only living people after the bridge left, but there you come outside the city. But now my question is that I was playing a lot of mini golf, you know. And there, a older man who was over 60 years, didn't work anymore, and he worked his whole life by the train station. And I was with an iron racket under those electricity thing, and these were the main electricity part. And he said it's very dangerous, especially when it is raining and you act there with an iron racket under this. And he said it's not healthy. Then I was watching out for those things, if this is healthy or not, when people live under such a construction. And there you find two ways. Does not make anything, and yes, that makes a big change when you live for decades under such a piece, and really under the main, not like train, the main electricity parts. There is a rule in Germany or Austria how far away houses have to be built because of the health, you know. And my question is now, when this is very low, you know, of course we all know when you come close to this, you get a boom, even by I think 2 meters around the way, you know. You hear that always when people crawling down to the drains, and then those thing boom, you know. And so my question is, how dangerous is this? I hear it, you know. Now a train comes. Wow. Watch. And you know, for example, when you act like with a kettlebell, you know, and for example, I know bridges, and there is the point. When I'm outside, you know, there are bridges which go over those things, you know, and those things to the bridge are maybe only 1 meter. And now that is my question. Is this dangerous? Because normally when you go over the bridge and this is only 1 meter under you, those cables with electricity, I mean, normally that should be dangerous when you go there with the bicycle so close. Now that I want to know, you know. Here I'm always scared of such things, you know. I went into a school for 1 year with electricity, but that I cannot answer. Maybe we have someone who knows that very well. I have Googled a lot and on and on and on, but that would really interest me, you know. When I come there again, I will make a video. There are 2 bridges where you're really 1 meter away, you know. And I mean, when the train is driving there, for example, by the tram, when a tram drives in the city, sometimes you see the light going a little bit up. When you are very close, I don't know, you know. That is always the thing, because I'm a careful person, you know. Even if I train here and make hard things, but that is all with intelligence, you know. I don't waste my time for nothing, and that is the thing, you know. So to crawl down, and then we go to the other side, and there we don't have the cables, and there we make the kettlebell. And now hopefully there will not come a dog. Now you have seen the area, because of course they think, hey, here's no one, the dog can run in here, you know. They don't expect that there is someone training. But yeah, that looks so nice, you know, with the graffiti. And now 8 times 8, we count it once again. So for the German guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you know. Now in my language, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now for our French people, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now there comes one now for our Italian people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now, I don't know Russian, but I don't know it. Privyet, privyet, spasiba. Когда. So, but they don't have a dog. Now we wait and then crawl down. So 24 stairs, 8 times, you know, that means 160, 192 stairs. And by demolition tower I need 172. That means I make it here more often, but they are long, you know. But you have a break when you run up, the heartbeat goes more up. But to do more is good, but you have a little break in the abs. But to do more helps then when you come back to demolition tower. That is the thing. And now I wait for the people and then we start it. So now I waited, I put on my hand gloves. Wait, I have to close them, you know, that you don't open up yourself. And now 8 times, tough, but you know we never failed, but that has taken out a lot of energy, you know, the bicycling now, the going with the kettlebell here with those bigger grip, the shadow boxing now, because that we did for a long time not before. That makes a huge difference, you know, really these are huge differences. And so we check it out, let's do it. So, and when the people drive with the train over us, they can watch me when I crawl down here. I think this weight, that is always tough. But it is always tough. You know, that is the same with the steepest parts with bicycle. This will never get easy. The same here. Doesn't matter how much you train, how good you are, that will always feel the same difficult, you know, for all. The legs, the abs, and a heartbeat, you know. but it goes, you know. It's a difference if you go to the limit or if it still goes, and that still goes, but that is tough, you know. Without a will, you have to give up, you know. That comes not easier. When you do some amount of sets, not only 1, 2, then it will always be tough, you know. But concentrate, go on. I cannot count, you know, because I'm always very, very focused, you know. And those stairs are slippery today. I show you that. There you have to be very careful. When you're not experienced in that, you can damage yourself very quickly, you know. So, because here is all shadow blades, you see that? And here you see that. That is wet, that is those slippery thing, you know. You see that even with my shoes. That is like when you grind something with roller skates. Very slippery. And you always have to go straight, you know. Not to bend your arm forward, then you will slide out and crash to your fingers. Watch, by every step you have connection, you know. I show you that. That is very important. Really. Wait, watch this. Because, wait. We go a little bit closer. So, you know, because you are, then the legs are over your head, you know, so your weight goes always down, and you have to be really straight on, and when you go to the next, that your arm is always in that position. You go forward, but here you are, and then boom, straight, never this, because then boom. And so you have to make step by step also the coordination with the legs, and that goes, you know what difficult was to walk up. The legs are done, you know, from the bicycling now, from the going with the kettlebell here, that you feel here really much now. Those are so small steps which make a big difference. But we made the 8 times, and important to have this. Normally you don't open your up, you know, but here these are the dirtiest stairs of them all. There is so much dirt, you know, from the water who rinse down. In summer there smells like piss, you know. And always careful, because when you open yourself up, you know, tetanus, you know, I am not vaccinated. That was 1993 the last time for tetanus. So be careful, you know. And now we go to the other side once again. Take our things, and then we will watch what brings the push press, and then we have other exercises. So now we go on. Dynamic range, old GoPro. The light bars will get over lightning, but here I can make it only here. So 10 stairs, flat 10 stairs, right 10, left 10, but when left doesn't go, I change on the second etage. 140 is the goal, because heavier kettlebell. And there I don't want to go to the limit left, but the goal is 140, so I don't need 10, 10, 10. When left goes only 8, I go 2 with the right, that is no problem today. But the goal is 140, that means 7 times I have to go up 20 stairs, 140. Let's do it. One more set. Whew. Oh, it was 7. It was 7. Oh. Ooh. I think this was 7. Oh. Heavy. Oh, but it goes. Ooh. Oh. Have you seen the dog? Oh, I only hit a dog and a line. And I thought there is no one walking. I didn't hear someone walking. I only thought, shit, there comes now a dog. And always when you train, you know, we had always dogs, you know. And when you train, for example, jump rope, they always run into you. And I thought, no shit. That is why I moved up. Then nice dog, you know, line. I moved up again. I thought until to this there where I ended it. Whew. But it makes a huge difference with that kettlebell. You know, heavier, and also the weight is other inside, you know. I use normally old style kettlebells. That means the weight is completely in the round thing you know. But those kettlebells, these are the new ones, they have a hole inside. That means the weight of the kettlebell is much more on side, you know. You can test it when you lift a kettlebell like this. That feels really heavier as when the whole weight is in. When you do that with an old kettlebell, that is like easy, you know. And so normally that is the better version, you know. But when you are used to the other, that makes a huge difference, you know. Also the grip, but you know, I have it, yeah, I grip it not like this, like a real kettlebell, you know, bam, like this, and then, but it makes all difference when you are used up to something. But that was the goal, 140. We have done it. We have made the other exercises, you know, and such things can happen, as I tell you always, with the dog, or it gets difficult, but you have to go on. And we made it, and that was important. Now a little bit rest, and then I back out. Oh, that's we say it so. I pull out my rope, you know, the fisher's rope from Hamburger Hafen, you know. No. And then we make pull-ups and push-ups. And then for the Australian pull-ups, I will drive to another way. But that was also a little bit blurry, you know. Whew. But you see that in the shadow, wait. Don't see the display, huh? You see it? Maybe it's very fresh, but I'm very hot now. Whew. Little break. And this kettlebell, I tell you, that is one of the best I have ever used, you know. And I tell you, this kettlebell, you know, yesterday I got 3 likes from the owner of this kettlebell, you know, who made this kettlebell. It's a very famous kettlebell guy. and he gave me 3 likes to me, you know. And really, I don't know him personally, but I tell you, this is a very good, great kettlebell. I had around over 250 at my home, you know. Since 2007 I have kettlebells, so I had every kind of kettlebells, from leather, from plastic, competition kettlebells, you know, back in the days, Valery Fedorenko kettlebells. I had gorilla kettlebells, you know, heavy kettlebells, on and on and on. But this is excellent. And why? Because like at the high competition kettlebells, the weight is, as I told you, more to the grip. What makes that for different? The difference is when you have it, bam, you know, wait, I have to watch. It's much more comfortable, because when you have the old style where the weight is in the bell, it always will crush you the hand down, especially by the heavy kettlebells. And when here the weight is also more on there, that feels much more relaxing to the wrist. That is very good, but the special thing here is they are flattened here. This is a flat spot, you know, and I have never seen something better than this. There exists some kettlebells, you know, Valery Fedorenko had one, the Pro kettlebell, Apollo and Atlas, for example, Rogue, they have someone, but by those is the problem that here goes a hill out, and when you are not used up to this and you crush like there in the middle, then you have a problem that hurts, you know. And when there is an open space, only a flat spot, nothing else, you know, a straight spot. But here, that is, you see that is so perfect made, and that makes a huge difference. When you have this in your hand, you know, when you boom, I swear you, normally that presses so much in the underarm, and this is perfect, you know. Really, that is, wow. Also here, that is so good made, you know. But it is, you know, you can watch it. It is the Martin kettlebell, you know, from Johann Martin, you know. And I don't say that because he gave me a like. Really, when I put out this kettlebell the first time, that was at the nice tunnel, you know. And there, I thought, wow, the best kettlebell I've ever used, you know. But you have to come in, especially by snatches, when you are used to the normal style, you lock in easier. Here, it can a little bit wobble, you know, because you are not used up to this. Normally, you fit in and you cannot slide here, you know. But because here we have this spot, it can happen a bit, but you have to come in, then it is no problem. But that is really excellent, you know. Great, great kettlebell, I tell you that. So I will buy more of those, because to me, I mean, yeah, the handle, you know, I had always the 3 handles, the 33 millimeters of the older kettlebells. Here is 35. I mean, these are only 2 millimeters, but you have to get used up to, you know. This is same with a bar. When you make always pull-ups at the same bar and you come then to another bar, you think, boah, that is important. Like I do at different stairs, when I always will use the same stairs, and then you come to wider stairs, flatter stairs, higher stairs, then you have a problem. But I tell you, absolute one of the best kettlebells, you know. You can buy it here by us in Austria, you know, in Vorarlberg. There you can order it. Give in by Google Martin kettlebell. So when you are from Europe, test this out. That is absolutely amazing, you know. Really, really great. And I really don't say that I get nothing, you know. And I don't want to say it because then you hope, oh, maybe you get something. No, only because it is the truth, you know. I buy it by my own money, and when I would say this is not good, then I would use the other kettlebell, you know. But the thing is, you can buy kettlebell kings, you know. I've never had one because always too expensive, you know. I don't want to pay 200 euro for one kettlebell. I mean, that is absolutely too much, you know. That is, they earn too much for that, you know. And you know that it isn't. Paradigm Elite, you know, you only get in the USA. I had Xenius, I had a lot of kettlebells, but this is the best. I mean, the feeling when you have this here in the rack position, wow, that is so nice, I swear you that. Of course, when I have a jacket on, you feel it not that much, in comparison to other, you know, in other words, the others don't hurt so much when you have protection here. But at home or in summer with a t-shirt, wow, that is absolutely nice, especially when you go higher and higher with the weight. Great kettlebell. So when I have money, I order more. Very good, mate, you know, that is, like it very much. So now, many pull-ups will not go, especially on the rope or the grip, not this, you know, this, to breath, you have to quench much more in my underarms from the dragging the kettlebell, and it went over, you know. But we will see. Let's do it. There is no strength anymore in my grip strength. Wow. So now we go on to the other station. There we'll drag my kettlebell, take another bike, and then we drive there for the Australian pull-ups, you know. And for the kettlebell, you know, this is one of the most amazing things what I have seen by sportsmen. You know, you can give in, I will link the video. Johan Martin, I think the video was called 50 years fight with the iron. And when you see that, wow, what that guy made with the weights, with kettlebells, wow, one of the most amazing things, you know. Back in the days, for me, the motivation was always Ronnie Coleman. Before I trained, I watched Ronnie Coleman, you know. The Metro Flex, you know, in Texas, in the gym, in the legendary, wow, and that was so amazing. And, you know, in that video, watch this, I will link you that. Johan Martin, the kettlebell of him.